Hi, I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench and welcome to another Monday Mixed Hunt. Let's get right to it. Today I have Twonies, $2 coins, I have quarters, and I have pennies. So let's go and have a look at the status of these books. Last week I gave you a status update on the state of my loonies, dimes, and nickels. So today we're going to do the status update on toonies, quarters, and pennies. Let me get these out of the way and we'll come right back after the intro with the status update. All right, starting today with the pennies. We've got 1920 to 1988. Naturally, we are looking for lots of oldies. The famous or infamous 1985 pointed 5, I have never found one. Naturally, if I find one, it'll go into my main book, but if I find a second one, it'll go over here. We can see that we can use some nice blazers over here for the 80s and 70s. We are also looking for the 1953 with a shoulder fold. And the 1947 pointed 7 maple leaf is a rare variety. We have the blunt 7 maple leaf version over here. And after that, it is going to be pennies from 1941 and earlier. So let's hope we can find some real oldies. Next, it's the more modern pennies. These are all good. The only one we're missing is the elusive magnetic 2010. I have never found one of those either, though most of the pennies I've been hunting recently have only been the copper variety. Moving on to the quarters, I have 4 quarter books. Let's start with the one with the silver in it, 1953 to 1989. This one is looking good. Naturally, we can stand to have some nice upgraders. The very rare 1973 large bust I've never found one of those. That would be like, that's like $100+ coin if I do find it. So this was spot. I anticipate it will stay empty for a long time because my main book has to get one first. 1967, there's 2 varieties. There's the 50% silver and the 80% silver variety. There is no way to tell them apart unless you have one of those metallics metal verifiers there, those that you can actually tell the purity of the metal. But then earlier than that, we're missing 1966, we're missing 1963 over here, 62, 1960, and most of the 1950s except for the 1955 that we have there. So let's hope for some silver quarters in this book. Moving on to 1990 to 2000, I believe we have all of those except for the key date in quarters, 500,000 minted 1991. I've already found one that is in my main book. If I find one coin roll hunting, I will be putting it here in my my coin roll hunting book. Everything else looks really, really sharp, really, really good. So if I ever find one that looks uncirculated, I'll compare it against my book. Then 2001 to 2009. These are complete. I can always stand for some upgraders as well, but that one is looking good. And then we have 2008 to present. Oops, some quarters fell out over here. There we go. We got an NIFC that we found over here. And we do have a 2023 and a 2024. We're just missing the 2025. There's a couple of other NIFCs that we can look for, the 2017 regular caribou and the 2023 Queen Elizabeth II. Awesome. Let's go over to the $2 coins, the toonies. So let's get into it. This one, naturally, I want some upgrades. There is a spot for the NIFC regular issue 2017 over here. But we can stand to get some nice upgrades in here as well. Let's go to the next book. And this is the one that has the spot for the fakes. We are missing the non-colorized Riopel. There's always the 2023 Queen Elizabeth II NIFC that we can look for. And we are also missing the Nunangat, both the colorized and the non-colorized version. This is my page for varieties. We have found 1996 No Ice and some Pedestal ST and Pedestal 0 for the year 2000 coins. I've already found a 2002 H dot, but that's in my main book. I haven't, but some other varieties to look for: the Extra Sail 2012, the No Waterlines 2010, the Pixie Ear 2006, and the snowy version of the 2017. There are various versions of the 1996 first year of issue, but those are kind of hard, other than the die chip ones, the horn and the cigar. The German planchet, unless it's an NIFC, unless it's a AU coin, it's very hard to tell if it is the German planchet. And naturally, this page over here is where I have my fakes. I am missing the 2010 and the 2005 with serifs, but since I've printed this labels out here, there have been more varieties that have come out. So let's keep an eye out for those. Hopefully we won't get any, but if we do get a fake, it'll be one hopefully that I don't have in my book over here. All right, I'm going to start with the first roll of Twonies. I will bring you in on my first find. Well, that's it for the Twonies. Not a single find, not a single colorized Twonies. That's what you get when you coin roll hunt. Sometimes you get duds. Let me get started with the quarters and I'll bring you in on my first find. Hopefully we'll be a little bit luckier than the Twonies. Roll one, I started with one of these clear rolls, but no Americans here. You usually could see them through the edge, but there is one over here that has strange reading. The reading on the edge of the coin is different, so let's see what this is. Well, it's definitely different. Queen Elizabeth II, and this is 25 cents from Belize, 2021. That is awesome. Let's put that over here. I'll bring you in on any other finds on this roll. Roll two, we have a second clear roll with an obvious American coin over here. You can tell by the edge. This is a 1982. That's a Denver right there. Very cool. Anything else by the edge? Not really. So if I have any other finds, I'll bring you in. Roll five, we have another foreign coin. This is one French franc from 1964. That is cool. Roll eight, we have our second American. And that is it for the quarter hunt. We got two Americans, a Belizean coin, a coin from Belize, and a French coin. So let's go right into the pennies and see what we can find. Roll one. We have a blazer of a 1968. I mean, it has some gunk over here on the back, but still really good shape. And 9 laureate portraits. Got a 1964, 1959, 1963, 1962, another 1962. Oh, let me put the 62s to scope. Well, in fact, all of these need to be scoped for errors. 1964, 1963, another 63, and a 62. That is awesome. Roll two, we have another laureate portrait. This one is a 1961. We have 8 Americans, and I got some more blazers. I got a couple of 2000s. I got a 1996 and a 2001. Awesome. Roll 3, 15 more Americans. Roll 5, we have, I think, a full roll of Americans. So let me very quickly look to see if there are any Wheaties in here. We have one. We have one Wheatie, and it is a 1934 Philadelphia. That is awesome. That'll get put up there. Roll 6, 13 more Americans and another laureate portrait. This one is from 1964. Roll 7, we have 17 more Americans and another laureate portrait. This one is from 1964. Roll 8, we have another Wheatie. This one is from 1951 Denver, goes up here. And we have a King George VI, 1947 with the maple leaf. I'm going to have to check to see if this is the pointed 7. Offhand, I can't tell without scoping it. We'll put that one up there. And then we have 6 laureate portraits. A 1963, a 64, a 63, a 1960, a 1963, and finally a 64. It looks like we have another full roll of Americans. So let me look very quickly for any Wheaties. We have one right here. All right, what do we have? We have a 1956 Philadelphia. That is awesome. 3 Wheaties. Now I'm going to move all of the Americans off to the side. I just don't have any more room to put them here. Roll 10, we have 10 more Americans. Now I have a whole bunch of coins that need to be scoped. All of these ones in the 60s have to be scoped. I have to do the 1947 as well to see if it's the pointed 7 version that we're missing. And then I will also go through all of my American cents to see if there are any errors or upgrades. I'll be right back. All right, so after the scoping, we have one find, which is this one over here. I will put the image up here on the screen. As you can tell, this is very clearly a pointed 6. And when I looked at the bead size, they are the small beads. So this is a pointed 6 small beads, which makes it the second rarest variety. If this was the pointed 6 large beads, that would have been the rarest variety. I have yet to find one, I believe. But anyways, as for the blazers, all of these are blazers that I'm going to be keeping from my Canadian coins. I'm going to be keeping, obviously, all 3 of the Wheaties as well. However, we do have a book filler. This is a 1951 Denver. And I did not have that one, so let's go ahead and put it in the book. And it goes right here in this space, which is awesome whenever I can find a find in the Wheaties. It's not the best condition, but it is a book filler nonetheless. Let's not forget the French coin and the coin from Belize as well. Twonies was a little bit disappointing. Quarters was a little bit disappointing other than the foreign finds, but I'm happy with what I got in my pennies. Well, the giveaway for this month is this glow-in-the-dark Dance of the Spirits 2017 toonie. And all you have to do to be eligible to win this coin is leave a comment down below, and early next month I will draw the name of a lucky winner. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is a video that you might be interested in, as well as a playlist of other penny hunts. Until next time, thanks for watching.